Hey guys, it's Friday, and you know what that means? Let's have lunch. My lunch. So last Friday, I planned on coming on and talking about my weight loss. That's what everybody's questions were mostly about. And I filmed my lunch, and the sound didn't record. So I am back, and I'll tell you about my weight loss journey. I'm not finished, but I'm really, really close. I've lost a little over 100 pounds, and I did this with a lot of hard work. So basically what happened was, in my 40s and 50s, I guess hormonal fluctuations. I've had 3 children. I was diabetic when I was pregnant with my last baby, and that just never went away. Something is itching my nose. I got like a straight hair or something. Okay. Anyway, so, I've been battling my weight for a while. It just kind of crept up on me. As a kid and as a teenager, I never really had a problem with my weight, but then all of a sudden in my 20s, when I got married and I started having children, and just it started creeping on, and it was so gradual that I didn't notice until it was kind of too late. So I kind of yo-yoed for a while there, and then 40s hit, 50s hit, and it just got harder and harder to lose weight. Then I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and so my whole diet had to change. Started exercising a little more regularly, and the weight started coming off. It was slow. It was a slow process, but the diabetes, my blood sugar, after I had gestational diabetes with my last child. After that, it just never really went away. Everybody kept telling me once the baby's born, it'll go away, but it really didn't. And my sugar was always right on the line. And all of a sudden, it crept up, and it was up, and it stayed up. So they prescribed me some medication for my diabetes that did wonders for leveling out my glucose, fixing my A1C, and also I started losing weight. It wasn't just because of the medicine. I was absolutely focused on my diet and eating healthier and cutting carbs and sugar because of the diabetes. Definitely the medicine did help. So I lost 100 pounds. I feel better, of course. Obviously, I'm carrying around less weight, so my knees feel better, my back feels better. I feel better internally because I'm happier about the way I look. I would say if you're trying to lose weight in your 40s, 50s, 60s, right around perimenopause or menopause or even postmenopausal, weight loss is just so hard. And I would definitely recommend talking to your doctor, finding a program that works for you, whatever that may be. So that's my weight loss journey. And that had a lot to do too with why I started making these videos, because I kind of wanted to document it. And I'm so glad that I did, because just today, as a matter of fact, I went back and was looking at some old pictures. I was trying to clear up some space on my phone. And so I was deleting some old pictures that I had around, and I don't even recognize myself. When I look at those pictures, I'm like, that was me? That was me? Wow. It affected my self-esteem. It affected the way I show up to other people. Once I've got my weight in check, I just feel like a whole new person. I've got a whole new lease on life. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't in the snap of a fingers. It was very gradual, and it took a couple of years. And it was all very monitored by my doctor. I feel really good about knowing that I did it in a safe and healthy way. And I say that as I sit here and drink my Coke for lunch. I know, totally not healthy. Totally not. But I don't drink coffee, and so this is my source of caffeine. So I do have a Coke a day, sometimes 2. And it's not that I didn't eat lunch. Just for those of you, please don't be worried. I did have a little bit of lunch that I actually was hungry earlier, and so I ate it early. Yeah, got hungry. That's my weight loss journey. So what do you want to talk about next week? A couple of other things that were mentioned in the DMs and messages and comments that I got. My last baby was born 12 years ago when I was 42. And that's a wee bit unusual. So some people wanted me to tell that story, which that's an interesting story. I'm down for anything. Whatever you want me to talk about, we'll talk about. So jump on here next week and let's have lunch together again next Friday. And let me know what you want to discuss during our lunch break. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow.